hello. Yeah, we're on a big camera. I don't usually do this, but we're on a big camera today. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of speculating. This is a weird setup for me. I feel very awkward right now. But I figured there was a lot to kind of like go over, so I thought this would be the easiest setup to do. But welcome in everyone, welcome in D Justin, welcome in the brains here, welcome in I Love Huchel, welcome in Cradle, hello, and welcome in Disney Dreamlight fan. Hello everyone. It's exciting to have you here today. I don't know what I've got saved to this PC. That's apparently permanently on there now. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. That's fine. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, thank you. I called about the pirates and mermaids. I mean, to be fair, with the pirates and mermaids theming, it was probably an easy guess. Thank you, Jenny. Should I say Nostradamus? What else can we predict? What else? But how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. We're gonna have a bit, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Well, I sort of know how I'm gonna try and do it, and we're gonna kind of go from there. What I'll do is, here, I'll just bring this over. This is my video ideas document, or video SIDDEDS, because I can't spell. So I can't believe we're opening up the cave either. It's absolutely wild to me. I can't believe it after all this time. Welcome in, Keto. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do this stuff so I can make sure I can do shout outs and stuff, because Phoebus isn't here. Okay guys, Phoebus isn't here. Phoebus is probably getting drunk. I'm not too sure actually, to be fair. He's watching Formula 1, darts, one of those things. I'm not entirely sure exactly what. He told me before he left. And Spread, hi! Greetings from TwitchCon. One day I'll come TwitchCon with you. One day. We need to make it a thing. Let me put some hearts in chat for you, Spread. Hold on. Everyone put some hearts in chat for Spread. Let me do some. There we go. Hi Fab girl, welcome in. It's great to see you. We are kind of half looking at the Tanny scripts. No worries, Keto. Obviously, you know, when you've got to go to the birthday party, feel free to go and stuff like that. Spread, I need to make it a thing. I need to come to TwitchCon at some point. I feel bad. I've not been to a con since I lived in the UK, so I feel like kind of bad that I haven't been to one for ages. I can't wait to compete for the crown. Good luck. Keto's obviously come and taken first place instantly. Tanny, when we get the actual update, what will you do first, Skull Rock or Storybook Vale? I personally think I'm probably going to do Storybook Vale, unless something mind-boggling comes out of the developer update. Aurora's my favorite princess, so I figure Kush is my favorite princess. It makes sense for me to pursue adding her to the valley, if that makes sense. Sounds weird. I don't know why I can't word things right. But yeah, pretty much like, yeah. I have to do Aurora and stuff like that. Also, by the way, I am very sorry. I'm not wearing a bra. I'm not wearing a bra. So if I'm a bit self-conscious about my chest, you'll understand why. I'm a lazy day today, by the way. Lazy day. Sorry for all the men in chat. Sorry. But the women all understand. It's the weekend. I'm relaxing, okay? I have a feeling Skull Rock might be one of the biggest. I'm intrigued to see what they do with it. We'll talk on that in a second, actually. They might release the Storybook Vale update earlier. There is a possibility. I don't know. As I'm an avid Tanny Games watcher, I already watched this video. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Keto. It clearly must be the case. Welcome in, Madam Bene. I hope you have a wonderful beach day. I appreciate it is a Saturday, so it's probably the worst day to do a stream. But I wanted to get the stream done because I wanted to get this all verbally out. But also Cress is streaming at 7:30, so I figured I could, you know, raid into her later, maybe, perhaps. I figured 2.5 hours of chatting, maybe doing a bit of DEDV, it'll be fine. I'm so sorry, okay? Why would I tell you that? Because I'm an idiot and I tell you guys everything. You guys are like my personal diary at this point, okay? No one would know. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's so cute, Ruby. Also, hello and welcome in if I didn't say hi. Yes, we are going to theorize today. Now, this is my video ideas document, and every time I have a lot of videos to do, sorry, I should keep this here actually, because I've literally got my display thingy on, so, but basically I sometimes script things, sometimes I don't. So we had my 5 hot takes, which I recorded, which I did turn into a script. We have Storybook Veil, we need these items. Now that is recorded and that I am working on editing right now. So you'll see here, this was not scripted, but this has a list of all the items that I talk through. So that's going to be in a video, so we're not going to cover this, and this is just kind of items and stuff like that. What will the next star path be? Okay, now this was pretty much scripted, so you can see here, this is what I did. And then this, after I get past this, sorry, this is what I have planned for other videos that haven't got out. So the first one was about the Lawkeeper. Are they truly good? The next one is predictions for the next update. So that's obviously what I want to talk about today. And then predictions for Aurora and Storybook Veil, which I haven't finished. So this one would be the predictions for the next update is something that I would turn into a script kind of thing, and also the Lawkeeper. So that's why I kind of wanted to do this as a stream, because I can kind of waffle a bit and then it saves all my kind of like time in terms of editing and sourcing the footage and everything like that. So that's kind of like the theory behind this all. Also, Keto, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Sending you my best theory magic and off to lurk. No worries. Let me heart react and put some hearts in chat for you. Let's get some hearts in chat for Keto. I don't know why I didn't have the audio come up for that super chat. Oh, I know why. Oh my gosh, hold on, gang. I know why. Because I don't have the notifications on that one, maybe. I think that's why. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can add this up. Oh, hold on. I might have to go here first. Sound alert. Okay, they're under the web thing. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'll add that on and then add this one on. Sorry, gang. Sound alerts, Twitch, add that as well. Okay, there we go. So I should get them ping up now. I should get them ping up. Let me catch up with chat, sorry. The system knows I love your content. My love must be strongest, yeah. Hold on, I read that. Deanna, welcome in. It's great to see you. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, KK. It's great to see you all. Sorry I didn't say hi sooner. I hoped but didn't think the update would be split, but as the dev video is going to be on the 4th, and normally they're a week before the update, I suspect the 11th. Do you know what? We're going to get into that, Brainseer, because you could be right. Hello, Taylor. Hello, Katkachu2. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome in. It's great to see you all. Weasley is our king. Hello, lovely. Great to see you. Hello, Angel of Thursday. Welcome in. Yes, everyone liked the stream. There's no Phoebus here today, so you guys guys. You guys have to pull it out the bag. Show us what you can do without Phoebus. Lawkeeper bad. Yeah, Lawkeeper is bad. Lawkeeper's bad. I don't think Lawkeeper's fully bad, but I think Lawkeeper is bad. How you gonna lurk again? No worries, welcome in, it's great to see you. Hello, Mr. Left Shark, welcome in, it's great to see you. Okay, so why don't we talk, I guess, a little bit about the next update first of all. So this is going to be a bit all over the place. I do want to mention, just because it was mentioned there about the updates coming sooner and stuff like that, I agree now. Originally, like, if you watch my video from the teasers they dropped yesterday, you'll know that I talked about the updates coming together, and that was my initial assumption. But now with the amount of teasers that they've dropped, I'm not so sure. Hi Mike, welcome in, it's great to see you. Hello. Oh my gosh, I clicked off, I don't know what I did there. I say we can show off that we can do 50 likes even without Phoebus holding down the fort. Let's do it, guys. Yes, thank you, Keto. And thank you, I Love Heater. I really appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Let me, hold on, what I should have done. Sorry. Sorry, gang. I was not, like, actually proper prepared for this, I guess. Dreamlight Valley. Let's bring up their Twitter. Here. So obviously they did tweet, and they tweeted about the developer update, and then they tweeted about the teasers here for the Star Path, and that got me nervous because if they're tweeting this much, so like there was no need for them to do 2 tweets in one day. If the update isn't due for another 1 to 3 weeks, that's a long time to kind of go through teasers and content and stuff like that. So once they posted this, I was kind of like, oh, actually, because this kind of teaser is going to come very soon, kind of prior to a new Star Path. So I do have a feeling that it could be split. Originally, I didn't think that was going to be the case because of the fact that on the initial roadmap, the Storybook Veil and the base game update were joined together with the same circle, whereas at the beginning of the roadmap, they were separate. I should have got all this stuff together. Why didn't I think of doing that? I should have done, and I don't understand why I didn't. Hold on. I just don't want to make sure, I want to make sure I don't like accidentally somehow dox myself, so that's why sometimes I move stuff off screen, chat, because I have to go into like a Google Drive. Hold on. And I always worry about stuff like that. No, it's not on there, is it? Oh, hold on, let me check here. I'll just type in roadmap DDLV. Okay, images. It's an IGN article. Where is it? Okay, there. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Why are they not showing the right one there? Let me get rid of that. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one, that's why. Ah, that's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, let's get rid of this. Here we go. Here's a proper one. Image and new tab. There we go. Okay, here we are. So you see here, this is all under one circle, but this is not. So that's why I thought they were going to be different. Hold on. Where am I at? They have double content to tease. See, this is why I initially thought we were getting the teasers down early, because I was like, they've got double the content to tease, so the stuff's going to come down early because of how much they have to get through. But the fact that they're rushing now to get a lot out in a short space of time makes me think we haven't got as much time to the update. Does that make sense? Like, they're rushing to get it out, so like, yeah, if it was spread out, if we got, for instance, the teaser today about the Star Path, I would still be convinced about the same day, but it's the fact that they're multi-posting on days which throws me off a bit. Totally the vibe from the Law Keeper during the last quest. Do you know what? There's a thing with as well with that. When Maleficent disappears, right? She disappears with a bunch of text around her. Like loads of letters come off her. So that's why I think this Law Keeper's involved in that. If you're interested in theories, I published mine on the portal. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Again, I'm moving off to the side if I can. Oh God, what am I doing? Ruining everything here. Ruining everything. Okay, let's do this. Dreamer's portal. There we go. I'm so conscious because I didn't properly set up. Mike, there you are. Posts. Ooh, okay. Let's bring this over here. I think you guys can see this. Hold on. Not when it does that. Stay! What are you doing, stupid thing? Oh, that's all in the screen, so it's fine. This Skull Rock update better be awesome. I'm hoping it is too. Can you check the dates for when the Star Path? I will. I'll have a look. I know that, I think Oscar knows that detail off the top of his head, but I'll have a double look. Did I miss some speculation? I don't think so. I'm all over the place. Hello, Kat. Welcome in. Hello, Ellie. I think they're keeping it a secret for the dev video. Yeah. I agree. If it's split, it will be a good thing. Yeah, I don't trust the Law Keeper. Okay, so this is Mike's theory. Obviously, I hope you don't mind me reading this out, Mike. If it's a problem, I'm sorry. And I could quickly turn it off. I'm so sorry. I just assumed. I was like, okay, Mike's mentioned his theory. Let's discuss it. Okay, hopefully it's okay. I just realized, well, it's on the screen now, so okay. So I wanted to play the game of theories as I'm very excited by the Peter Pan update. In my wildest dreams, the raft near Skull Rock is actually just like the big rock that was used to disguise the treehouse. This is a wild theory, but let me explain. This random raft that we repaired at the beginning of the game to go find Ariel always seemed weird to me. A raft that we can't remove and a special location to go find a character that we almost immediately bring back seems a bit too much. So what if this island that is almost useless since then was a part of Neverland, the rest of the island being hidden by an enchantment, and the raft was actually the Jolly Roger in disguise? Oh my God, I love that. Okay, we know that the Forgotten is also related to our hurt child side, and Neverland is the land where we never grow up. Peter, the ultimate child, the adult's worst enemy, could have been trapped in Skull Rock by the Forgotten. We already know someone is in there, probably for a long time, because Peter leaving would have been the ultimate wound to a child afraid to grow up. After that, the Forgotten could have just hid Neverland and the way to go there to make sure Peter never leaves Dreamlight Valley. So our next mission would be to help the Forgotten repair their mistake and reverse the enchantment to open the way to Neverland again. Seeing the Forgotten being forgiven by their childhood best friend, the ultimate child, and healing their last childhood wound so they could finally move on would be a beautiful and poetic ending. Of course, this is just... Mike, I love this theory. This is so good. This is so good, Mike. Oh my gosh. Honestly, don't know how any of you content creators do lives because I'd be all over the place. Usually it's fine if there's like a structure for like one thing that I want to do, like a dream snap, but something like this is like, yeah, it's completely all over the place. I thought they would wait until the Star Path was done. Yeah, well, the Star Path, hold on, if I come in here, ends in 10 days. So 1 week. Yeah, so it ends on the 11th. So it could be, we have had it only once before. I'll have to double check which update it was. Perhaps if there's a genius in chat, they will remember. But there was a particular update where the Star Path ended and the new update began immediately. And that was a bit weird because like usually there is like a cool down period of like about a week on average. Obviously there are some differences. Some weeks were a bit longer. There was like a couple of weeks or a few weeks. There was the Monsters Inc. update, which that came quite a bit later. So I do wonder if perhaps that could be the case. I mean, it could be that we get, like I said, if they split it, so we get Storybook Vale on one week and then the other one on another. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's 10 days, so that's up to the 11th, so who knows. But I do like your theory, Mike, which actually, if we talk about it, if we come here, so this is what I wrote. So I wrote Peter Pan linked to our childhood selves. I suspect only Peter for the update. I suspect Tinkerbell would arrive under the fairies category, which is true. I don't think we're getting Tinkerbell. If they bring in Tinkerbell, I will be so happy. I would love Tinkerbell. I really want Tinkerbell, but I'm not sure if she's going to come. Also, hello, Caroline Rose. I don't know if I said hi to you, but hello. August 8th was the first teaser. August 28th was a double update. 20 days. Oh, okay. So if it was like 20 days... then perhaps the 18th could still be on track. Do we know for that update, when did the Star Path teaser come down? Hi, Kibby, welcome in. Wait, August 20, wait. Oh, was that for the end of the DLC? That was for the end of the DLC, weren't it? Oh, yeah. I was like trying to think and stuff. But yeah, that's interesting. 20 days would make the 18, what? I can't math. However long it is to the 18th. Yeah, like 18 days. That would make a bit more sense. That would run in the same time frame, roughly. Double Jafar and Tiana. So that would make sense. That would make actual sense. So actually that could be the case. That could be the case. It could still be on track for the 18th. Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay. That's good to know. Hello, Pupster and Luca. It's great to see you. Hello. Enjoy the time here and enjoy the barbecue later on the beach. Sounds like fun. But yeah, so I wrote Sally was the last single villager update, which coincided with the DLC, so I could see Peter's arrival act the same way as a singular character. And then I go into sort of a bit more about Peter. So I put, could Peter bring the Forgotten to Neverland, or could it offer as a home for the Forgotten instead of the castle? I'm unsure. This is more about tying into Peter, so I think for now we'll just delve on this bit. Could Peter bring the Forgotten to Neverland? And this was something that I was wondering about, because obviously, like Mike says, Peter Pan is very connected to childhood, and the Forgotten is also very connected to childhood. It's our childhood self. Even though they are in like an adult form when we see them in the game, they are very much our childhood selves. And I do wonder, are they gonna get rid of the Forgotten? Are they going to get rid of them? Because a lot of us have argued we either want the Forgotten as a character, or we want the Forgotten. That seems to be the two camps. We want the Forgotten gone, or as a character with like friendship rewards and stuff. Didn't they change it so that the Forgotten, I mean, you can interact and talk with the Forgotten. There's just no leveling up with friendships and stuff. Yeah, we have Jasmine. Yeah, by the way, I have still not done the Alice quest. So as far as I'm aware, there's something to do with the Alice quest as well. There's something to do with the Alice quest, but I don't know what happens there. But apparently there's an item left over from the level 10 quest that potentially ties in as well, but I can't say. Daisy came solo with Oswald as well. Yeah, so that makes sense to have just a singular character. We talked about it earlier with Mr. Left Shark, and I agree. I think Tinkerbell, who is not only Peter's sidekick but the main character of our own movies, will come later. Yeah, 100%. I think she's so established as her own entity as such, like with the Disney fairies, that I just think she's gonna have her own sense of self, and they're gonna bring her in more as like the kind of Tinkerbell that you see in the fairies franchise than in the movie. Oscar, hello, welcome in, Oscar. Oh my gosh, let me get you a shout out. Oh my gosh, I've got the wrong things up. Let me get you your shout out done, Oscar. Welcome in, welcome in. It's great to see you. Let me minimize that again. Yeah, I could see the Forgotten Gone. Like, they just wrap up the Forgotten story. Because honestly, okay, right, what I want to say, I don't think the reason why it's taken so long for the whole Skull Rock update to come is I don't think the developers, when they initially did that end thing for Skull Rock, expected the players to latch onto it so much. They've already said it before when it came to like decorating and paths and stuff. There was articles with like one of the lead developers or something where he talked about, oh, we didn't expect like the players to care about this so much. We didn't care. We didn't think they would kind of focus on this. So I think when the Skull Rock kind of finalized with the Forgotten, I don't think the Gameloft and the developers expected us to kind of be like so invested in getting stuff sorted that I don't think they actually planned for a major... I think they thought the end of the Forgotten was done once we kind of had that big cutscene and stuff like that, and we do the little... I think they thought that was going to be it, but we so heavily latched on to the Forgotten that I think the developers were like, oh shoot, we need to add more into this, we need to add more story in. So yeah, I have a feeling that's kind of forced them to bring in, you know, Peter at this stage. They've kind of got to wrap it up. So I do wonder if, so that they've not got any loose ends in terms of like a base game story, whether we could potentially lose the Forgotten and Peter could bring the Forgotten to Neverland or something like that, or Peter bringing the Forgotten to Neverland could like heal the Forgotten in some sense of way, like repairing that old bond. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, not gonna lie, we'll be very disappointed if Skull Rock reveals Jack Sparrow. It is 110% Peter. I think we could see a lot of like Pirates of the Caribbean stuff come in the Star Path, and perhaps even premium shop items, but Skull Rock is definitely tied to Peter Pan. The little feather in the beach, it's so clearly it. I do think when we had the teaser the other day, I got it open here, this one, the pirate monkey, I think that's going to be based off of the monkey from Pirates of the Caribbean. 110%. I think we're gonna get a pirate monkey that looks a bit like that. I could be wrong, but that's just like what I think. If the Forgotten leaves, he could just become a lost boy in Neverland. Exactly, Mike, exactly. For me, I'd rather it go because I'm scared of it. I love the Forgotten. We need a new main villain. See, this is my problem. I don't know if they want a main villain for the base game. I think they want to leave all that stuff for DLCs because that earns them money like clockwork each year. So I have a feeling that's what they want to stick to. Peter could possibly do that, then maybe later on we could go back and see how they are doing. Yeah, exactly. They could definitely do that, and that kind of wraps up the Forgotten storyline. And if we need to bring them back in somehow, they're in Neverland or something like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Tater's mom. Hello. We feel so sorry for the Forgotten. You cannot give... Yeah, I do. I agree. I feel sad for the Forgotten for, I think, very similar reasons. I think I kind of like just emotionally feel invested in the Forgotten, knowing that they're some form of ourselves. And like you said, kind of like a ghost, it's a bit weird that we don't have this full proper interaction with them. So I think if they're unsure how to add them as a specific villager, removing them from the picture would probably be one of the easier things that they could do, and bringing the Forgotten to like some form of Neverland would be a great way of wrapping that up, I think. Daisy Oswald had a developer update on April 24th, update May. Okay, the first mention of the update was March 28th, showing the start. Okay. I agree. I feel like the community bullied them into it. I'm not sure if it was ever properly planned. Yeah, I heard you say that you thought it was potentially meant for Jack, which I do get. Like, I hear your theory there and I totally understand it, and you're probably right. But I kind of wish it wasn't, because Skull Rock for me is always synonymous with Peter Pan. Spread, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, let's get some thingies in chat for Spread. Hold on. What do I want? Hearts in chat. That's what I want to do. Hearts in chat for the Spread Lake. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships there. Princess of Pineapples, Flame G, Diana, Deja, and Ren. Enjoy the gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Love you, Spread. Love you. But yeah, I do get what you're saying there, Oscar. It's very possible that they didn't have it necessarily exactly tied to Pan. It's very possible. Jack the Monkey. Oh, is he called Jack? I didn't know what his name was. Jack Sparrow Monkey and Tinkerbell Cappy. What we never get either. Hi Ren, welcome in. It's great to see you. Hello. Maybe we'll merge with the Forgotten, reconciliating us with this hurt part. I like that Mike too. Sorry. I'm sorry. I like that too, Mike. I think that is a good idea. Like the Peter in the shower. Spread! Oh, thank you, Spread. Thank you for the €11 super chat. You're amazing. I love you. Obviously, enjoy the rest of your day. I know that you're at TwitchCon, so enjoy TwitchCon. Have the best time. And yeah, just thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you so much, Spread. That and the seasonal bundles are one. Yeah, I think the seasonal bundles and the updates kind of thing are the main money makers for DLV. I think they added the seasonal bundles as a way of boosting their Moonstone sales, because I think truly that I don't think they have as many sales of Moonstones since they introduced Dream Snaps. Because I think Dream Snaps pays for a lot of people, not everyone, because obviously we know that you can't buy everything out the premium shop, but with people being selective about what they get, I do think that their source of income is from any seasonal bundles for the people that kind of want everything, people like me, and also the DLCs for obviously people who want to play the game. Spread, what the heck? How does this crown thing work? Spread, I don't, okay, right. The crown thing, please do not super chat for a crown thing. Wait, did you do a €22? Spread, what the frick? Spread, what are you doing? Okay, Spread, I love your commitment. I think it's beautiful. I'm obsessed. Sadly, super chatting, I think, stops you from getting the crown based on how it worked last time. I can't believe that. Jesus. Spread. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it doesn't get you the crown early, Spread. Super chatting is the worst thing to do. It stops you from getting it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love you. Please stop. Please stop, Spread. Jeez, I was trying to catch up and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. My 9-year-old son just read Peter Pan in school. Oh, Peter, it's such a good book. It's such a good book. I assume the end for the Forgotten Story would be them fusing back with the player and embracing the fact that they've grown up. That could very well be the case. It could end like that. It very well could. Spread, thank you. Yeah, let's merge with the Forgotten so I never have to see them again. That's so mean. That's so mean. What on earth is TwitchCon? Okay, so TwitchCon is basically a con, but it's set up basically for people who, you know, are on Twitch and stuff like that. It's a convention of like people who use Twitch and can hang out with other Twitch users and things like that. I assume it's like a lot of cons where there's probably stalls that sell stuff and everything. There's probably stalls promoting like gaming things and stuff. I haven't been to TwitchCon, so I don't know exactly. I'm just going by what I assume. But yeah, I think it's fun. I think it'd be fun. We're at 36 likes. Can we help Tanny get to 50 without Phoebus's mod touch? Yes, if we can get to 50, that would be amazing. I was confused. Honestly, the crown makes no sense. The crown just passes its way in the chat and there's no rhyme or reason to it. It says that you get more, you get the top spot by being active in chat and by doing like super chats and stickers, but it seems that from what I've noticed, anyone who does a super chat and a sticker does not get the crown. I don't understand it. It's like it doesn't work properly. Oh my gosh, I've just seen Mike saying, but you'll still hear him sing in your head. Working on a farm island, but I'm taking a break from digging holes. Yeah, take that break, take that break. Oh my gosh, Brainseer's badness level is 98. That seems apt. 72. You guys, your badness level. But they said by super chat. Oh, okay. I don't know why it said that spread. I need this crown leaderboard so I can turn my chat. Oscar, I don't know how I got it. It was just there one day. It just appeared. But it pretty much does get people competitive. It really does. Ren, you must be doing something right. Ren just came in and took the crown. I mean, I'm happy for Ren. So you need to buy more members. No, don't buy more members. What if the secret we try to keep hidden is what created the forgotten? Wait, what if the secret we tried to keep hidden is what created the forgotten? Oh yeah, has that thing is no longer inside us. Ooh, I like that, Mr. Left Shark. I like that. Yeah, well, Spread, we need to know, where is it going to be next year? Do we even know where TwitchCon's going to be next year? Do you... Hold on. I didn't buy anything and held it for a long time recently. I don't think money really affects it at all. Wait, money affects what? Spread. Spread, what the heck? Shouldn't you be spending that money at TwitchCon, Spread? Also, I think my chair's shrunk down. I think I need to boost my chair up. Spread, thank you so much. Thank you. Good night. If you're going now, good night. Thank you for all the super chats and the members. Please stop. Go enjoy TwitchCon. Go have fun. Go have fun. The crown, I don't think paying it. Yeah, I don't understand the crown and the supers and yeah, it doesn't pay attention. It doesn't pay attention. Hello, Spartan Pops. Spartan Pots, welcome in. Ali Cat, Kishi, Super Shah, Peaches, and Be a Kind Wildflower. Thank you so enjoy the memberships. Thank you so much, Spread. I appreciate it. I really need to watch Peter Pan. Oh, I've watched Peter Pan a lot. Why has Tanny no weapons for her emotes? Because my chat isn't aggressive. We're not aggressive. Also, love you, Spread. Did you need YouTube to tell? Wait, what? Spread! What the heck? Test does Spread, stop it. Spread, stop it. Really? I'm gonna, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, mister. What the heck? The forgotten plot line was quite adult and heartbreaking. Had to explain to Luca about growing up in teenage angst and feeling like an outsider. He said he'll never be like that when he grows up. That is so cute. That is adorable. That melts my heart. That is so sweet. Spread, are you really annoyed that you don't have... What if... Wait. can mods even get, what if mods are exempt from it? I don't know. Because you know how, like, you know, on Twitch, mods can't be a VIP. What if, like, YouTube's thing is that mods can't get a crown? I don't know. I don't know. Keto got a toilet throne. I know Tanny wants it. Yeah, like, if I could put Spread in trouble, I would. Justice for mods. I have lost chat, by the way. I've lost it. I don't think I'm ever catching up at this point. So if you did say something and you want me to reply to it, feel free to send it again. Hi, Deja. It was Spread. Spread is causing chaos in chat right now. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. No, I'm giving up on catching up. I'm giving up on catching up. I've just decided it's not worth it. But yeah, I very much feel like, hold on, not that, this, that we've got to see some kind of reconciliation of the Forgotten, whether that's Peter Pan bringing the Forgotten to, because I was really adamant that the Skull Rock, I don't think Skull Rock necessarily is going to open to Neverland. I don't know. I couldn't see that. I definitely think Skull Rock will open up like the Vitalist Mines and it will act like that kind of thing. Or even like, you know, the Forgotten Treehouse, you know, you kind of go in there and stuff like that, but it's so an isolated space. That's kind of what I suspect. But I do think it's going to be, yeah, like I said, like reconciliation for the Forgotten in the childhood. So this very well could be the end of the Forgotten. Perhaps. That's what I think. Hello, Flame G. No worries, Spread. Go, Spread. I'm going off now. No worries, I love Heechul. No worries. Hopefully get to see you a bit later. I would love for Skull Rock to open up to a realm style thing, but I think we're giving Gameloft more credit. See, this is why I think it's going to be like a Vitalist Minds thing. We know we played in Skull Rock. We talk about how we played in there as a child. So there's got to be something we explore, but I just don't think it's going to be a full-blown Neverland. Go Spread is what chat says to me all the time. Do you know what though, Oscar? This is what I find weird, because obviously my good friend Spread Lake, his name is Spread Lake. So whenever you guys talk about the spreading and stuff like that, I just instantly think of Spread. And it's so weird for me. It is so weird. Oh dear. Just looked at the leaderboard. Spread 14, Crown Wit. Yeah, the Crown just decides whatever it wants. It makes no sense. What if when we complete a story, the treehouse turned back into his house and then we can move it? See, this is the thing. I am so confused because I don't know how easy it is from a developer's perspective of moving the treehouse, because we know the treehouse functions a bit like the round doors, like the castle, a bit like the Vitalist Mines and all those other bits where we go into. So how easy is it for Gameloft to give us control of something that is so tied to kind of like almost like a loading type screen area? I don't know. I don't know if that's possible or not from like a developing perspective, or how easy or hard that is. Yeah, the Crown does reset every chat. Every chat it will, well, every stream, every new stream it will update. I think they could possibly give us a floating island, but it could just be like the caves. Yeah, I think it will be a bit like the caves, if I'm honest. That's my thoughts. I just discovered something. The map they posted on their socials is included in 2 memories, not 1. Is it? Because I remember we looked and we found it in here. So do you mean like a combined thing of this or something? Like, where else is it included? You need to explain. Explain. I wonder if it'll be like the Cave of Wonders. Yeah, it could be like the Cave of Wonders. Yeah, I think it could definitely be like that. So I'll not be the queen every time? No, not every time. Okay, yeah, so you mean it's kind of like combined with this, where there's the raft. I just think, if I'm honest, right, this is my perspective. Where's the thing? Here we go. So, where is it? Here we go. This little arrow pointing off, I just think it's pointing towards. I don't think the X is out here. I don't think the X is out here. Yeah, there seems to be two. Oh no, there's a Wesley. It's Wesley. If they let us move the tree house, I imagine it will play by Goofy store rules. Yeah, I would think so. I would agree. We haven't used the tree house since the end of the story, so they could give us the option. Yeah, they could. Guess you can't read with one eye. Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh yeah, wait, there's no way. I was doing a bit of research for a script, Tanny, and I noticed that Pan obviously has Mermaid Lagoon, but Tokyo Disney still has an entire area called Mermaid Lagoon for the Little Mermaid. What? Okay, tell me more, because I didn't know this. I did not know this. I mean, I don't know much about parks. Like, when I did my video for the pirates and stuff, the fact that I had to look up parks and, like, Peter Pan and Pirates of the Caribbean to look for, like, building options for the house in the Star Path. The map is taking us to where we found Ariel. It looks like Mermaid Lagoon from Pan. I think there could be a link. Yeah, there could be a crossover. There could be a crossover. Hold on. Let me, let's have a look. Right. Mermaid Lagoon. Here we go. So it's like a theatre thing that they do. Okay. Oh, they have her home in the Mermaid Lagoon. It's made to look like the Palace of King Triton. There are rides. Okay, there's an Ariel's Playground. Jumping Jellyfish, Blowfish Balloon Race. There's the theatre, obviously. Scuttle Scooter, Caterpillar type ride. Oh my gosh. Flounders Flying Fish Coaster. Ooh. Could we see more park rides, Oscar? I know you love a good park. I know you love a good park thing. Could we get some more park rides in this Pirates and Mermaid style Star Path? Maybe it's Mermaid and Pirate Parks. Maybe that's what it is. Oh my gosh. I would the pink crack again if they let us move that dumb treehouse. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, wait, what have they got to do? But I see, you mean you would do that again just to move the treehouse. If you look at the sailboat, the sail on the boat is blowing towards Ariel's Island. I mean, it's true, right? This is the new thing that they added, this little boat. But I didn't know... You guys are getting in my head now. I was convinced it was just like an added detail because of the valley changes, but then wouldn't they have changed the rest of the memory? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. The only park I know about is the Paris. Yeah, I don't really know it. I even went to the Paris parks and I feel like I don't know anything about the parks. Yeah, it's possible we could see the other side. I mean, if we go by Mike's theory, that potentially it opens up as a Neverland, that could make sense. That could make sense. Remember in the story of Ariel's mother, she dies in a lagoon. Oh, yeah. The area's called, I think the fit is just a part of it. Yeah. Okay. I can see them lifting some decor here. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not a fan of parks. I really am kind of, I think the problem with the parks is I was excited about it, but they did so much park stuff in a row, like almost consecutively, and it was like when we had that period of like Mickey and Minnie themed dream snaps, it just burnt me out entirely on it, and I was just like, I've had enough of this. I can't deal with the whole Mickey and Minnie kind of theatrics. I want to explore other areas of the characters in Disney Dreamlight Valley. I think that's where I got to. Now I need a roller coaster in the valley. What if they give us a mermaid glider? See, I've heard people talking about that, and I just wonder about the logistics of it all. Like, this was why I speculated about not having a mermaid fin as such, because I just wonder how difficult that is to kind of animate for them without our characters looking awkward. I just wonder how it would work. I want non-tacky little mermaid clothes. Yeah, I think I agree. Hey, I'm taking a little social break from visiting friends this weekend, so of course, oh, thank you, Marv. So we're just talking about options for the Forgotten at the moment, really. So we've touched on Mike's theory a bit, which is sort of a bit similar as to some of what I'm thinking about the Forgotten and kind of reconciling that storyline, and just kind of like perhaps the Forgotten either returning to their childhood selves or perhaps reconnecting with us and fixing that, kind of like healing themselves and stuff like that. So effectively the end of the Forgotten, getting rid of them potentially. I think the clothing for the Star Path will be pirates. I'd like to see Red from the Pirates of the Caribbean. I have no idea who that is, so I'm gonna have to look them up. Because I've got no clue. Hi, Christian Henry. Do you think we're getting Tink, Hook, or someone else? No, not this update. It's just Pan. That's my honest thoughts. I don't see how they could bring in, I don't think they're going to bring in multiple characters. They can do, but just like with the fact that we've also got the DLC stuff and we're getting 2 characters with that, like based on how it's gone previously, Oswald, when Oswald was introduced, we had the Daisy update, so that only brought 1. When Sally joined the Valley, that's when we got the start of this DLC. So I just think they scale it back for the amount of work that has to go into sort of all the character quests and storylines and things like that. I don't think we're getting anyone else. I think it is literally just Pam. I don't think they're going to give us anyone else. I don't hate the parks. I hate that parks content feels oppressive and suffocating. Honestly, I think that's fair. I think that was my problem, was we had so much in one go that it just felt too overwhelming for me. I kind of like some of the parks things that we have. It just felt non-stop, and I think it needed to be spaced out because there are so many characters we have in this game that I would love to see kind of more furniture for and dream stars for and things like that, that it just kind of, yeah, parks kind of feels a bit overdone. It makes me sad when I talk about parks content. There's so much to it that's not just attractions. The Flower and Garden Festival topiaries, even the pathing and fencing. Honestly, I agree with you, Oscar. Like, the more I delve into, like, because I try and research a little bit about parks if I can with my theories now. Like, before I didn't used to, before I didn't bother. But I do try and look into it now, seeing a lot more of the continual parks influences. And there is some lovely stuff. And I think there's been some nice parks elements we've had in game. I just think the problem was they overdid it. They did too much in one series. I want it in drips and drabs, little drips and drops. Like, if they bring in a parks item to the premium shop, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to have 2 to 3 updates of non-stop Mickey and Minnie and park stuff. That's where I get burnt out. That's where I get burnt out. Hello, I am Moon Knight. Welcome in, welcome in. I have a theory what I'm probably going to post on the portal. Could I refer to it? Okay, that's just for Mike. I think that would be such a miss if they didn't bring anyone else. I think it just makes sense. I just think logically it just makes sense. I don't think Tinkerbell's gonna come as part of Peter Pan. I think she's gonna come as a fairy thing. So she doesn't have to be tied to Peter. And Hook is a villain. I think they're trying to save their villains for the DLCs. That's my honest opinion. Also, it's not a criticism, Ren, by the way. I just realized I sound like I'm being very, very negative. I'm being very negative, but it's not about you. It's my own just like impassioned like stance on it all. I just think Tinkerbell's gonna come under the fairy franchise, and I think Hook's gonna be saved for a DLC. Paige Vice, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Welcome in. Nobody mentions the Darling Brothers. Do you know what? I do think at some point we will get them. I just think at the heart of Peter Pan, obviously Peter Pan's the titular character. He's like number one. I think Hook being the villain gets a lot of attention, and I think Tinkerbell's just so popular. Like I said, Tinkerbell has her own kind of franchise that she's at the forefront of. So I think that's why a lot of it doesn't mention the Darling Brothers, but I think we could get the Darling Brothers with like Wendy and stuff like that. I think they could all come. I do think they could all come. Not immediately. I think they're a long-term kind of character, but I could see them all. Yeah, I agree. I think spaced out. Oh yeah, the new lamppost I didn't like, but I assume you mean those blue twisty lampposts. They are very Toontown-esque. I think that's the problem. Sorry, I am trying to catch up. Yeah, the restaurant areas and shops and stuff, yeah. I'll be okay with another park star path. Oof, no. I have no room for a roller coaster. The talk of pirates at the parks reminds me of the story of how they had to cut parts off of some of the old statues for being too accurate. Oh, okay, I did not know that. Yeah, so you don't have the fatigue. I think that's fair. I think that's valid. Also, Marty, wake up. Psst, psst. Oh, he's still sleeping. I prepared his tablets for him because I've realised it's like 6 o'clock. On the 4th, do you expect a full roadmap? Yeah, I think we could see one. I think we could. They said and beyond, so I definitely think we could. I definitely think so. We also don't need 2 characters in every update. Yeah. She can still be tied to Peter Pan. Yeah, she can still be tied to Peter Pan, but I just think, like, her coming on her own with her own sort of independence is very important for establishing her as part of the fairies universe kind of thing. Bringing her on her own is important for that, I think. Yeah, Oscar is a bit of a connoisseur of the parks. I love hearing what Oscar has to say about the parks because he has so much more knowledge than I do. Do you think we'll get Nana? Absolutely. Okay, let's go down here. Premium shop items. The first thing I wrote was Nana, first dog in premium store. Absolutely, 100%. Oh, I'm so glad, Ren. I'm so glad as well. I'm so glad. Hello, Chill Chaos. Welcome in. Maybe we're all wrong and the only character coming is Smee. I love that. Let's get sexy old Smee in here. Oh my gosh. Forget Pat, I need Smee. Literally, we need him. I wrote a what if connecting skull. Oh, I think you mentioned that. Did you type that to me at some point? Or write it? Did you write it in a Discord somewhere? Someone mentioned it about the rock and kind of being like how the little girl from the Rescuers goes down in Penny. She goes down into like kind of like the caves and stuff. how you're all on the same wavelength about Smee. Did we actually get to 50 likes? Did you guys smash it? Did you guys do it? Did you guys do it? You guys did! That's amazing. Nice one, chat. Thank you so much for the 50 likes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna quickly... Let's do Tinkerbell, inspired by Peter Pan and all the fairies. Let's go 75 likes. There we go. We're stretching it. We're stretching it. This is our stretch goal. Let's see if we can manage that. Okay. Right. Let me try and catch up. Yes, me being like, oh, everyone left. What's going on? I love that. I love that. Yeah, I think a new roadmap would be very exciting, and it will be exciting to see what they put on there, because obviously the first roadmap teasing the new DLC had like an hourglass thing, which was obviously representative of time bending, but the next one actually featured the Lawkeeper, which all of us thought it was tied to like a tool and not her own individual character kind of thing. So I think that's going to be really fun to theorize on whatever we see for that. Let me have a look. Hold on. Yeah, Nana is Wendy's dog. Well, it's the family dog and stuff like that. I think it's going to be our first dog. It's the perfect opportunity for them to bring in a dog character, but I do think it's going to be a premium shop item. Sexy old Smee. Daddy Smee. Yes, yes. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the likes on the stream. You guys are absolutely incredible. We smashed the like goal and Smee. Chill. Oh my gosh. Do your stretches and like the stream. We can do it. Stretch goal is so triggering to my corporate job. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I get that. I get that, Oscar. Okay, I think I might caught up with chat. Okay, let's talk. Okay, so that was what I was predicting about Peter and the Forgotten in the Neverland. I do think in terms of quest lines, a quest to find his lost shadow would be so fun. I would love if we had like a quest storyline to find his shadow. I think that could be fun. We could either do it in Skull Rock that opens up, we could try and find traces of his shadow, or they could just do it in the valley. We could get some kind of like elf pixie ears. The Monsters Inc. update brought customizations to our character, so I would like to see that. I would like some kind of elven ears and stuff like that. Obviously Peter's ears are quite pointed, so I think that would be fun. I did also note that his chair from the like hideout, the house that they have, that could come as a friendship reward, as a piece of furniture maybe. And then I wasn't sure about his level 10 reward, because we do have a Peter Pan outfit, and I don't know how much variation you can honestly do on that. So I didn't know whether we'd get maybe some kind of pirate thing as well. Okay, so Luca has made his soon-to-be famous pistachio and cashew crunchy coleslaw, and we're off. No worries! Pupster and Luca, have the best time. Enjoy the beach, enjoy the barbecue. Have the best of times. I also think any of the options mentioned in the survey that we're not supposed to talk about would not be coming on. Yeah, I agree. They're not coming on. They might not be coming in 2025. Probably a bit further on or something like that. Hi, Wesley. Wait, I don't know. We still theorizing. A quest. Yeah, I think a quest to find his shadow would be so fun. Because I thought about his shadow. I was trying to think how they could use that, and I was like, a furniture item kind of would be a bit weird. So how else would they introduce it? And it's such a kind of fun novelty of the film, so I was like, finding his shadow might be quite fun. A fairy realm with full fairy customization with a la Monsters Inc. I agree, Sproutsy Sprout. Also, I didn't do your shout out. Oh my gosh, Sproutsy, I didn't do your shout out. I think it's under Sprout. Why do you forget my own shout outs? But yeah, I completely forgot that. Sorry about that. I should have done that earlier. That would absolutely be amazing. I would love that. Let's have a look. Hi, Arcane Wanderer. Hello, hello. What if Peter's shadow helped create the Forgotten? Bonnie, I love that. Wait, no, because I love that, because the Forgotten does have kind of like almost like a shadowy sense of self. Like it's kind of like that purpley black kind of like weird, I don't even know how to describe it, but it does have an interesting look. So I like that, Bonnie. I think that's really fun. I was thinking Lost Boy. I do think Lost Boy outfits. Where did I put Lost Boy outfits? I put Lost Boy. When did I talk about Lost Boy outfits? Was it in here? That was the swords and stuff. Yeah, in here I suspected that we could perhaps get Lost Boys inspired outfit, so I definitely think that would be fun. Like as a onesie and stuff, I think it would make sense. What if your shadow is a parallel like the Forgotten? Yeah. Sorry if I missed it, but what is the weather significance besides being, oh, the feather? Yeah, the feather's just like in his hat. I don't think there's any other significance than sort of it being in his hat. Yeah, I can't wait for Twitch drops to come back. I'm looking forward to that. Hold on. I keep losing chat. I came back to sexy Smee. Oh my gosh. Okay, we were talking about Smee and I just jokingly said sexy Smee and then we kind of ran with it. So the Twitch drops are quite easy in terms of working. So you will have streamers. Now it does depend on how Gameloft set it up. Gameloft can either set it up that anyone streaming in the Disney Dreamlight Valley category can offer drops to viewers, or they can kind of control it so only set creators do it. So I think I don't remember how they did it before with the drops, but basically all you have to do is watch Twitch streams. You have an account on Twitch, you link it somehow to your Gameloft account, and then you watch the stream for so many hours or minutes or whatever it may be, and you claim the rewards, and then they show up in your inbox. Yeah, coming back at the wrong time, it really can. Hi Steph, welcome in. Is finding his shadow why we see the Forgotten shadow? Oh my gosh, yeah, Oscar, that's so good. Do you know what? I had this like whole thing about finding his shadow as part of a friendship quest. I never considered it being actually tied into the base storyline. I think that's fun. I really like that. See, I love this kind of like ball rolling is so fun, because usually I just put my thoughts down to like video and then that's it. But being able to chat with you and kind of develop ideas is so fun. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. Oh gosh. My running theory is the Forgotten is a shadow, kind of. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we know they're a part, effectively a part of us somehow, but yeah. What were the Twitch drops? They were, hold on, is there a way for me to show you guys? Let's have a look. Furniture sets. So there was some clothing pieces. Oh, I need to be in Dreamlight Valley. Helps if you're in the right category. Where? I don't even know what they come under. Not Beauty and the Beast, not that. Not here. Oh, here. So these were some of the furniture pieces. I just realized you can't see because of me. Oh, that doesn't help. Hold on. I can figure this out. I can work it out. I can fix this. 1 second. Let me do this. Okay. Hold on. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. Okay, so these furniture items, the gamer laptop, gamer desktop, gamer desk, and gamer chair came with the Twitch drops. And then there was also a few clothing pieces as well. If I can find them. Here we go. So we had the gamer backpack, the headphones, and the hoodie. So these were all Twitch drops. So they were just extra kind of like clothing bits and stuff like that that you could get in game basically. But let me move that over and then maybe I can bring this back up. Okay. Sorry about that. Honestly, the ranks, I don't know. Hold on. Let me come here. Okay. Sorry, I keep losing chat. Another thing I've been thinking is, what if Ariel has quests with Peter? I think that could be possible. I think should be a perfect tie-in for kind of like a quest with. I think we'll get a Lost Boy outfit for his level 10. I like that. I like the idea of a Lost Boy outfit for his level 10. I definitely think the idea of bringing in a Lost Boy outfit makes sense, kind of thing. I definitely think that's a good idea. Also, hi Spread, weren't you supposed to leave? What are you doing back? What are you doing back with the popcorn? What if it's just a hint to the quest lines? Maybe she helps us get inside the rock for a back way, i.e. for a Mermaid Lagoon. Ooh, that's interesting. Didn't they control it last time, or am I wrong? I don't remember. It was so long ago. I don't know if there's legitimacy to it, but what I do know is that, yeah, it wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility. I see. That would make sense why they were asking about. It is possible. It is possible. That's why, to see what creators they could tie it to, perhaps. You and Oscar think alike. It's probably going to be, yeah, it will be furniture and clothing again, I suspect. I hope Act 2 makes me depressed again like the first one. Oh my god. I think it's going to be very emotional. I think it's going to be very, very emotional. Yeah, it was all the RGB stuff, yeah. Yeah, thinking through the predictions is so much fun. I like getting the stuff, like the back and forth. Hi, Kishi! Hello, hello! I step away for 1 minute and Keto has returned to the front. Literally, it's all over the place. Oh my gosh, hubby! Drunk hubby! Hello, hello! Oh my gosh, I was scrolling up to check on chat. No worries, Ma. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. And you're welcome about the membership, Kishi. I think it came from Spread. I lost the crown. Don't even know how I got it, literally. Accidentally have unreleased drops because that one blew. Brain seer. Brain seer. How are you, Phoebus? How are you, hubby? I'm trying to get ready to go out and keep getting distracted. The speculation is so fun. It has me very hyped. I sent you Donald stuff. Fancy any? Oh my gosh. Hold on. On Discord, did you? I'll go for the big tasties. You can go for that if you want. I was in the zone eating pasta with my wine, totes forgot. Okay, hold on. Hi Rainus, welcome in. Oh my gosh. Hi, slightly drunk Phoebus. Phoebus is boring about you, no one else is about. Wow, not even you guys love and appreciate me. Wait, what? I'm telling you, Tanny, you said she's not fun. Wait, who did I say isn't fun? Hi, Caroline. Welcome back. I don't care about Peter, nobody. I want Maleficent. I'm excited for Maleficent too. Drunk hubby, that's okay, I will. Bye, hubby. Bye. I love you. My sister's in chat. Hi, Mimi. Hello. to see you. How are you? Are you okay? It's good to see you. Psst, psst. Hold on, I have woken my cat up now. I'm gonna feed him his pills. Go on, eat. You want it? I think he's eating it. That's good. That's good. This chat is so fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Saturday streams of the jam. Yes, Rhiannon N7 is my sister, my younger sister. So be nice, everyone. Be nice, or I'll bully you all. So yeah. Wait, where were we up to? So we were talking about the Yelfies. We talked about the level 10 reward. We weren't sure. Oh, my cat has to take pills because he's got issues. I forget what. Thyroid issues. He's got thyroid issues and stuff, so he has to take tablets and stuff like that. So yeah, he gets his medicine, but I already set him up with food downstairs, but I just didn't set him up with, like, obviously I wanted to wait till 6 for his tablets, but it's 6:23, but he's been sleeping. He's been sleeping. Let me just quickly reply to my husband. Okay, there we go. I'm an introvert, but this crew seems like you'd all be fun to chill with. I love that, Bonnie. I love that. Oh my gosh. I hope that everyone here is nice and stuff like that. Like, you don't bully us. Or I'm allowed to bully you guys. No one's allowed to bully my sister though. It's hot in the UK and almost the pizza was sold out at Lidl. Oh no. Also, I don't like it being warm. It is quite warm here today. We're at 24 degrees apparently. So I'm kind of glad it's quite cool inside. I'm kind of glad. I love your streams, always a fun time. I love to hear that. That makes me so happy. As long as people have a fun time, that makes me happy. Oh, don't worry about it. I love Heechul. It's fine. I mean, he is old, so I mean, he does very well for an old cat. He's 18 years old, so he does all right. If he has to take a few tablets, then so be it. My fave people are introverts with a silly side. We like being silly little gooses. We like being silly gooses. We're talking about Disney stuff, by the way, Mimi. How is stuff like for you? How's gaming stuff? You can, I don't know. I don't. I'm so bad at making conversation. Like, this is me making conversation with my own sister, and I'm like so awkward. How's games and things? It's only 60 degrees here. I don't. Why isn't Phoebus here? He can convert. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What do we expect for the next roadmap? Okay. Oh, I didn't have that written down. I don't have that stuff scheduled. Okay. So, I guess off the top of my head, I expect we might see Cinderella soon. I have a feeling if she doesn't come base game, then she's gonna be DLC. I have a particular leaning towards the DLC. That is my personal speculation. But she could very well come base game. But I think she's the next major princess to come. I think she's the next major princess to come. It's the 75th anniversary, yeah. Apparently it's an anniversary of Toy Story as well, so I suspect we could go back to the Toy Story realm. We are likely to go back to a realm. Oh, I can't see it on here, can I? If I do this, no, not that. If I do this. I can't do this. I promise. I'm better at this than I seem. I promise I can do stuff. Let me just do this. I need to adjust this. Let me just adjust this. Hold on. Okay, so these are our realms. So I suspect we'll go back to one because that does seem to be the pattern. And I think the two most likely is either going to be the Beauty and the Beast for Lumiere and Cogsworth, or Toy Story for Bo Peep and Jessie. Now, Bo Peep and Jessie have come up multiple times on like surveys and stuff, but so have Lumiere and Cogsworth. So I have a feeling we're either coming back to Toy Story or Beauty and the Beast. I'm just not sure which way. So that'll be one of the end of like perhaps an autumn time update or something like that. I got a new keyboard recently, saving up for a new microphone for gaming disco. Oh, that'll be so fun. And then we can always game and stuff. Obviously, if you're like, if there's anything in particular you're interested in, Mimi, feel free to message me. I'd love a Coco update around Halloween. I agree, Mike. I agree. I think a Coco update would be so good. I hope we get some Halloween-y based. Like, I hope we get that. Wreck-It Ralph is likely to come. I think he's likely to come at some point too. I want Coco or 101 Dalmatians at some point. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, there's apparently stuff in the code. I don't know where in the code they're mentioned, like specifically how. Like, I know you say she has a realm, so I know that's a bit more, but I know you sent that list. People are going to be so upset if Cinderella is a DLC. I think they will, but I honestly lost all hope of anything that we saw in the trailers being base game when Rapunzel went in the DLC. That was my straw when they put Rapunzel in the DLC, because Rapunzel's shown in, well, I think she is. She's shown in one of the trailers. You see her in the background, I think. But you definitely see her house. I'd have to go back through and check those trailers to see. Hold on. Let's have a look. Let me pull this over. Yeah, I don't think you see my name there, so that's fine. Okay. Where are they? Is it in kiosks? Hero trailers. Right. Hold on.
There once from the most.
Right, so yeah, so that's when we see her tower, which did get redesigned a bit. So we do see her tower.
They're in harm. Villainous.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn the sound down because I might be jumping back and forth. This is just about the forgotten thing. Let's have a look. That's Moana, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, so we see Ralph here. Problem is, I don't remember which trailers feature what. Is it this one? Yeah, there she is. So Rapunzel featured in the original, in the announcement trailer, because she's right over here, yet she was put in a DLC. So as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, anything can come in a DLC, anything can come. My conversions are bad. Honestly, I wouldn't know the conversions, to be fair. Finally caught up with you on 2 times. I'm so glad you're live with us, Flame G. I'm so glad. Yeah, I think for DLCs, the way they're going to format the DLCs, and this is a part of why I was saying the DLCs are part of the money draw for Gameloft, and why I think certain characters get put there is because of the fact, like, that's how they earn their money each year, mainly, is through these DLCs. So I think we'll get a villain in each one, and I think we'll get a princess, for as long as they can do that, because obviously there's a limited amount of like villains, so to speak, and princesses, but that's what I think they will do. And of course we need a Roz update. We do need a Roz update, Mike. We can't forget that. Let me have a look. Coco Halloween Star Path is a must this year. It'd be on theme with enough variation. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a good tie-in. We could go back to the Mulan realm. We could indeed. I just don't think it's highly likely yet. That's just my thoughts. Yeah, Lumia and Cogsworth have scramble coin pieces, so in essence they've already rendered them in a minor way. I mean, they do have it as a realm code, but could they change that? Could they change it? How long has that been in the realm code? How long has that been in the code for? A Coco Day of the Dead Star Path would... Yeah, it'd be so good. It'd be so good. I might not be able to catch up on everything, by the way. I'm trying to. Wait, who needs to be sliding through the valley? I need to see. Oh yeah, Roz. Okay, I see. I'm caught up. I'm caught up. If anyone has any microphone recommendations, I'll take them. Not sure what to get. We can have a look into it as well. I can find out exactly what mic it is that Phoebus gave me as well. It's in the metadata. Okay. I wish Rapunzel was I wish Rapunzel was base game. I really wish she was. She was shown in the trailer in a house. Yeah. I think they will have to go spooky this year for the Star Path. Yeah, I think they will. Absolutely. I love how I did the hidden sea. You're gonna have to tell me how to do all that stuff. I don't know. This voiceover gives me Desperate Housewives. Oh my gosh, yes, definitely. Hi, Decorista. Welcome in, welcome in. It does show the raccoons in the glade. It does. I mean, this is all their initial trailers, so things do change. Like this building over here, I have no idea what that is. I think they later show like a Beauty and the Beast building as well, or something that gets changed. I think they show their castle. I don't know if it was earlier or later. Yeah, here. And this is obviously the Beauty and the Beast house. Like when you compare it, it's obviously Beauty and the Beast, but we know they don't have that anyway. I hope character house interiors get lesser. I think they will start. I mean, they've already done it with Moana and Maui, so I think they will change any that feel a bit out of place. They'll upgrade them. Was excited to see Quasimodo and Esmeralda. Yes. I hope. Wait, I just read that. I didn't remember that at all. Yeah, the Rapunzel thing. Yeah. I feel like the next DLC won't have princesses. Oh, that's a bit of a hot take. I suspect something a bit Pixar centric. Oh, interesting. I've been trying to do a thumbnail for about an hour, Tanny, but this stream is distracting me. That's what we're here for, Oscar. That's what we're here for, to distract. What would you like to see for the next DLC? Now, this is very hard. This is a very interesting question, but it's also very hard because in some ways, like, there's stuff that I want and I would feel bad about having it as a DLC because I hate the notion of feeling like I'm forced to pay for it. What would I like? That is an interesting question. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll break this into things that I do want to see. Kind of thing, kind of vibes. Something that I would like in terms of like a biome would be something that feels quite city core. I don't know how they would do that, but I would love a biome that feels like you could do city builds in it. And I think that would be perfect for things like Big Hero 6. It might be good for Wreck-It Ralph characters if you lean into kind of like the gaming aspect and stuff like that. I think having some kind of build like that might be quite fun. And I would love to see another snowy based biome instead of just the Frosted Heights, but I don't know what could lean into that. So that's just like my thoughts for kind of like types of biomes that I might want to see. Like Tron would work really well in a city kind of biome, like something very modern-esque. For characters, Let's have a think. Because the problem is I want so many characters. I mean, I have an initial feeling that we could see potentially the evil queen come as a villain for the next DLC as one of the major ones, because there's usually like a big villain and a smaller villain, and I think she could be a bigger villain, especially since effectively like the evil queen is the OG, so to speak, because that's like when it began kind of thing. So I think she'd be fun to have, and then you could have like a side villain like Cruella or something like that. I think she would work as more of a like a secondary villain rather than a main villain. I found out by error we can place the cactus from the bush menu on a table. Apparently there's quite a few foliage things that can somehow get put on like tables. Like the Pathin or something. I've been predicting that next year will be a lot of realm updates. I feel like they use the realm updates for when they need crunch time for updates. So particularly the end half of the year is a good time for a realm update, because that's their crunch time for the big major update. So they don't have to do a lot of work. All they have to do is do the friendship quest pretty much. So I feel like end of year is a big realm return time. Wait, was Oscar was number 3? I just seen that. Oh my gosh. Also, bye, Mike. I just see a bye, Mike. So, oh yeah, I need to go have a great time. No worries. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for letting me share your theory, by the way. Thank you so much. There's a lot of stuff left over in the files, either from Soup. This is what I'm wondering. Like, this is why I said, like, even though there's, like, when is this coding coming from? And stuff like that. Like, is it new? Because if it's newer, it's a higher chance of realistically happening and stuff like that. I think I'm so like, I want to say like maybe a bit suspicious with like some of the things that have come in. Like obviously we had the Mystic Manor House or whatever, and then that got taken out. They used things in the early days. Some of their early coded stuff was actually stuff from their Magic Kingdoms, wasn't it? Because wasn't the Jack Sparrow model the Magic Kingdoms model? And didn't they also have the Epcot ball thing? But wasn't that model design also the Magic Kingdoms one? But that was like in the really early days in their codes, right? I think. A lot was taken out last update. Okay, fair enough, yeah. The Beauty and the Beast house and Anna. Yeah, I find it weird. The Frozen house, as it is now, makes sense if Elsa was living in it. But since it's just for Kristoff and Anna and Olaf, it makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of characters. I think we're guaranteed a lot of characters, but it's just the timing. Alice's house had it. I did like Alice's layout. It was really good. I think they put a bit more effort into it. Also, enjoy the crown for 2 seconds, Oscar. Hello, Jay. Hello, Gaming Grand Lisa. Hello. Give me like high-rise build. Yeah, a city street feel. Exactly. Okay, I'm glad that you get that. Main Street USA. Of course you want that, Oscar. Hello, Abs. Welcome in. Do you think they give us the Incredibles? I think we're likely to get the Incredibles. We'll definitely get them. 100%. No doubts about it. Hi, Sven. Hello. I need a mid-century modern aesthetic star path. Ooh, interesting. I quite like that. I could see us getting Incredibles up and Zootopia. Yeah, that would all work. They would all work. I'm so glad you're here to help my brain function. Yeah, Cruella with Queen of Hearts would be good too as well. A Metropolis vibe. Yeah. Sorry, I keep losing where I am in the chat. I'm scrolling up and down. No worries, Bonnie. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Leave some ground for the rest of us, Bonnie. I would love a DLC where it's a twist where the bad guys are the heroes and the good guy was the villain. Ooh, interesting, Jay. I love that. I love that. Can't decide if Queen of Hearts would be a bigger or smaller villain. I'm in two minds. I'm in two minds. There's some ones that I feel would be good as big villains. Dr. Facilier, I think big villain. He is big villain material. Just like I think the Evil Queen is big villain material. Queen of Hearts, maybe side villain, maybe. Cruella, I feel, is side villain. But that being said, I would have put Hades as big villain material. I would have definitely put Hades as a big villain. And he came in as like the secondary villain. So I could be very wrong, to be honest. I could be very wrong. I hope we get a I'm hoping we get a roadmap too. Spaceship Earth. Okay, thank you, Oscar. They adjusted it. Yeah, but it didn't really come back. I see it being the same, but it's not the same. They use Magic Kingdom assets as placeholder. Yeah. So I think with that, like, not everything, like I said, I don't know exactly what apparently has been taken out, but like any of the early day stuff could be changed, I think. What if they show it with all this stuff now? What would you say to that? What if they keep slow rolling the stuff as they fix it? Wait, what do you mean? I need you to elaborate. I'm too dumb to understand that. I'm too dumb. Queen of Hearts is a big villain. Okay, you guys think big villains. Oh my gosh, yeah. Elsa in the cave is awful. Edna would be so good to have. Hi, Portuguese Barbie. Welcome in, welcome in. If we don't get Cinderella and Ralph, I suspect we will get them soon. I think my personal thoughts is Cinderella's the next major princess to come. Hook is side villain. I agree, Brainseer. Hook gives me side villain material. Aristocats. I would love the Aristocats. I want them. That would be so amazing. That would be so good. I definitely think for our next update, if we got something like, I love this aesthetic, Mythopia and Ever After was so perfect for me. This was 110% my vibes, and I think this was a fantastic DLC in terms of things that I'm interested in. Obviously, Sleeping Beauty is my favorite Disney film and stuff, but I do think it would be nice to get something a little bit different. So that's why I'm thinking like a modern city core biome world would be really fun and experimental. And like we were kind of backing and forthing, you know, the Big Hero 6 and other things like that would really work and stuff like that. There was different, there were different surveys, Chill. We found out we're not supposed to technically discuss the survey, but some of us did discuss the survey, and there were different surveys, and I wonder if that's why they didn't want us to talk about it, because the surveys were different. So not everyone got the same survey. What about Tree of Life and could be a home for Zootopia? I'm so confused. Zootopia would make sense. They've asked about Zootopia previously as well, so I could definitely see some Zootopia stuff coming in. As much as I don't particularly want Zootopia stuff, I have no need for it, no like for it. I could definitely see it. I mean, it's one of the franchises. I think every franchise will eventually have something. Yeah, different surveys, so... It's a game, not military secrets. We're gonna literally, exactly, Wesley. That's exactly how it is. Hi, Sissix. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's great to see you. Zootopia is one of, see, I'm gonna offend all the people that like Zootopia now because I don't like Zootopia. It is very popular. It is very popular. Hi, Cress. Welcome in, lovely. How are you? I'm excited for your stream in about an hour. I'm excited. Have you managed to find out how many different... I think there was only 2 surveys. based on what I've seen other people say about what was talked about, and I may have recorded the surveys to see. Obviously, my plan is not to post it. It was just for my own knowledge because, you know, I'm like that. Also, Chris, I haven't done a shout out for you either. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible with these shout outs. Please forgive me, guys. It's because Phoebus isn't here. I don't have him to keep track. That reminds me. Okay, let's get through this because I am getting distracted. Okay, let's briefly talk about the Lawkeeper whilst I've got the Mythopia map behind me. So the bind is untouched. We say that. So there's lots of memories. Hold on. Maybe if I go into collection and go into memories here, I don't know what order they're in. But basically there's a memory which talks about the bind being left untouched. So we know that they shaped Mythopia and Ever After to their whims, like what Maleficent did and what Hades did. So we know that technically those weren't the original biomes as such. Perhaps the world looked entirely like the bind, I don't know. But the bind was left untouched. So however it is, the Hades and Maleficent do not like the Lawkeeper, or there's some thing about the Lawkeeper. I see, your DMs are open. Good to know, good to know. Zootopia stuff would probably be good for decor because outside of the animal puns, I don't see it being too weird. Yeah, I mean, we got the house, didn't we? Oh, I love the Rescuers movie. The Rescuers is like one of my favorites. Same for Atlantis. Atlantis is really good too. Wait, what are you saying? It's not an Avengers film? What? Hold on. I took the survey on both my accounts and they were, yeah. I had to, in order for me to access the second survey, because I tried doing the survey, right, just through my computer and it kept giving me the same one. But I already knew there was another one based on what everyone was saying. And so I had to go into like an incognito window to get it. If they slow roll the content that's in the code, yeah, I mean, possibly. Lawkeeper is definitely a villain of some sorts. And you're very welcome, Crash. You're very welcome. Yeah, they're a secret villain. So Aurora wants to reach the heart of the veil. She talks about the heart of the veil and the Lawkeeper says it's too dangerous. There's a place older than stories themselves in the heart of the veil. Answers to stopping the dark magic might be there. So the Lawkeeper knows about this heart of the veil and they want to keep what's there a secret. Now, I don't know if what's in the heart of the veil could destroy the Lawkeeper potentially. Maybe the heart of the veil brought the Lawkeeper to life. I don't know. But I think she's the one that caused the Ever After stuff. So the ink showed up before the feud began. So they call it Never After. So it started beforehand. It started with the Lawkeeper. When Maleficent disappears at the end of the thing, she's surrounded by letters, the same letters that we see from the snippets, and the snippets come from the Lawkeeper. So she's vanished Maleficent somehow. I just don't know to where. And I feel like what's interesting to me is that on the hold on. There we go. Where is it? Okay, hold on. Yeah, here it says, hold on, you probably can't see it very well. Can I not zoom in anymore? No. Okay, well down here it says, with the help of Maleficent, venture into a strange world beneath the storybook veil and solve the mystery of the missing princess. So somehow we get Maleficent back before we unlock Aurora, if this is to be believed. So we must find Maleficent first somehow. And I don't know if the Lawkeeper summons her back or what, but there's something that we find her and then we go underneath. And I have a feeling I know where the underneath is. It tracked your IP. Oh, thank you, Oscar. You're a genius. You're so smart. You're so smart. Yeah, okay, right. So there's a couple of things, right? Hold on. Let me come back into the game. So if we come into the map, right? So we have this whole like tower thing, which is interesting. And I do wonder if this is some sort of thing we could eventually get to. It feels quite landmarky to me anyway. But the other thing I found, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to this again, but I'm going to try. I did post it in my Discord. Huh? Wait, we're there. Look at this, gang. Look at this, right? Do you see this? So this is underneath where the lawkeeper is. So if we see up there, that's the candles where the lawkeeper is. This gold thing to the right, that's where the thing came out of, the tool. But it's interesting that there's this sphere. There's a sphere here, and it seems odd that they would block this off. So I have a feeling that potentially either underneath the lawkeeper or perhaps through the back entrance where there's that waterfall is how we get underground. Because they've sectioned this off for a reason. There's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing there. But the fact that they've got it there in the first place is just weird. Because most of the time when you go underneath the world... Sorry about this, by the way. It's going to be janky. So if I... Hold on. If I try and do this again. How did I do this last time? There we go. If you look around, if I can look around, usually it's just empty. It's just empty. That's usually what you get. It's just emptiness. But the fact that they've made this sphere is odd. They've sectioned this off for a reason. Because the rest of the world is just like empty. Like you get the bottom bits of things that they design, like the towers. But there's no need for them to design this sphere. There's no need. There's no need whatsoever. So I really feel like this is where we go to venture in. And so I think it could be one of two options. Either where the lawkeeper sits, because the lawkeeper's stuck in place, right? The lawkeeper's stuck here. But could you imagine the lawkeeper scooting backwards and then these stairs lead down? Right, and that would be about where the sphere is. And then also we have this back bit. Now we see the back of the fountain when you go into the like thing, you can kind of click through and you do see the back of the fountain. So my other thoughts was something here, because it is really interesting that we have this visual landmark here and also this tower. They stick out as big kind of structures that have no purpose. So I do think there is something tied to this. I think either summer opens here so we can get to the world underneath, or it ventures behind the lawkeeper. It's got to be around here. Also, around the fountain looks like a door. It does, doesn't it? Look at that. It's so door-shaped. It is so door-shaped. It really is. So I definitely think that's where we go under. It's definitely some kind of pathway. Yeah, hold on. No choice but to venture into the unwritten realms to find a way to say. So I think that's what Aurora said in one of her notes. She had to go to the unwritten realms. So the unwritten realms are the heart of the veil, because the heart of the veil is a place older than stories. So unwritten realms and heart of the veil are the same thing, because if it's older than stories, it won't have been written. That's what I kind of think. Yeah, I originally thought this Aurora thing, I was really surprised when this wasn't. I thought this would be a long-term thing to solve, because I genuinely thought we would follow this to find Aurora. But this is how we got the time thingy, which is what you could see underneath that gold thing. That's the lift mechanism that brings up the not the net, not the time bending, the net. So I don't know. Sir Simon. Oh my gosh, I love that. What if it's in black and white, like when Halloween Town lost its magic? I don't know about Halloween Town, but black and white sounds so good. Just like the idea of the past. You know, the past, like back in time. Hello, Hot Cocoa. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, the tower definitely feels important too. Because, like, we do have things that are featured as noted, like, kind of things. Like, we talk about Teapot Falls as a landmark. We talk about the Pegasus things. But nothing spoke of this tower. So I wonder if this has a tower. Now, it does say about venturing underneath as well. Hold on. Okay, so here it says the world beneath. So I think if we find Maleficent could be in the tower. Maybe she's stuck in this tower for now or something. I don't know. Maybe she could fly out. I don't know. But there's something about this tower, I feel. But there's definitely something about this. This is I think the entryway to the world underneath is either behind the lawkeeper here or just down here. Absolutely. Also, did I say hi, Hot Cocoa? Thank you, I Love Heatrall, for doing the shout out. I really appreciate that. You did not like Oswald. I love Oswald. I love Oswald. What if Aurora almost found out the truth about the lawkeeper? Maleficent was trying to protect her and redeem herself, and now she's got herself locked up too. Oh, that's interesting. That would be good. I've done it since back when we had Rift in Time. I found the little passageway underneath the castle for you know where the thingy is, the like steps that you interact with to get into like the basement entrance. There was like a setup for that. There was like a door. Now we didn't actually physically go into that, but it was there. So I think there's markers that you can find on the map for certain things. Going through a tunnel maybe. And see, I wondered about the rescuing from a tower as well. If it wasn't for about the thingy about the world underneath, finding Aurora in a tower would be so good, because it would go back to when she's stuck in the tower, when she's like in her sleep and stuff like that, and then Prince Philip comes and saves her with true love's kiss and yada yada yada. So I feel like a tower thing would be so good. Also, welcome in Flower Loki. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. Yeah, Aurora's face turned into a staircase. I thought that's what it was gonna do originally. But sadly we got the thingy from it, so I don't know if they're going to reuse it or not. They could do. Do you think under the veil could mean underwater? Ooh, chill. I like that. I like that. That would be fun. I somehow doubt that Aurora's stuck underwater, like in terms of in the water, but I definitely think under the veil, like we've got all this water going back here. So it could be like under the water, as in like under this, but I don't think she'll be in water. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? Also, in one of the Aurora memories, she talks about a book on story magic the lawkeeper said was not there. So I think the lawkeeper is trying to hide some form of magic. I don't know if the lawkeeper is also losing their sense of memories because of whatever magic's been involved. Also, welcome in Blue and Rue. Welcome in. Hold on. Okay, I think don't make Oscar's ego worse. The Mystic Manor was changed to Victorian. They did change things on it. Yeah, that's why I consider it a bit different. Okay, I'm trying to, I think I've mostly got what the main points people were saying. Plot twist, the missing princesses isn't Aurora and it's me. Okay, Brain Seer, sure thing. I'm the biggest Oswald. Oh no, I can't stand Oswald hate. I can't stand Oswald hate. I love Oswald. See, everyone says TikTok croc. Okay, I've said this in my comments to someone already. How do we get TikTok croc without it looking like the green croc? Because TikTok croc is just a green crocodile. It's not like he has like any outfit pieces on him. He's just a green croc. So how would he be any different from our regular green croc? That's what I need to know. Hi Inez, hello. Oswald's my boy because my fur baby is named. I love that, Sven. I love that. Okay, I've got a question. Have we talked about the summer 25 update? We're sort of half talking about it. We keep going off on tangents. That's our problem. Has anyone taken a good look at the update poster? Wait, what do you mean? Is there... No. Okay, this is just about the dream snaps. Okay. Do you mean this, to save the date? Hold on, I need to know, which thing? I'm so confused. Yeah, oh yeah, this, in the summer, yeah, it's absolutely the Forgotten Shadow. We suspect, I mean, obviously I've known this is going to be tied to the Forgotten storyline. The Forgotten even sent us a mail ages ago and stuff like that. So definitely Forgotten. We were theorizing earlier that perhaps we lose the Forgotten in this update by kind of like healing the Forgotten, whether the Forgotten kind of goes to Neverland or becomes one with ourselves or something like that. Am I gonna go live for the dev update? I wasn't planning. I was planning to just do a react video because a lot of people are live on Wednesdays. And I don't know when the developer update's going to come down. That's the only thing. They haven't said a time. I would happily, but I just don't know when it's going to go down. And obviously with everyone being live, would anyone even watch me? Would anyone even look at me? I'd rather have a normal size croc. Okay, a normal size croc. Okay, fair enough. Wait, the croc should be placed. Oh, I like that idea, Marius. I like that idea. I think it's interesting that we've had a lot of Atlantis stuff, and obviously we had that with Eternity Isle, and we do have it in the base game, and it's really interesting that we don't have any tie to them. I always assumed they were long game stuff. I assumed. Yeah, we definitely need a time. Oh, I would watch you. You guys are so sweet. You guys can't watch me when Oscar's on. That's the only thing. Unless you do 2 tabs. You have to promise me that. If Oscar's live as well, you still watch me. You 2 tab it. Oscar, I'm stealing your audience. You belong to me. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Okay. I'm just joking. All right. I'm joking. Okay, yes, no, that's fine. I told you about the green croc. Okay, that's good to know. Oh my gosh, Oscar. We should do a dual stream. Oscar, no, stop. Oh my gosh. Oscar, let's do something. Let's do something. We could, oh my gosh, with your knowledge, Oscar, and my half knowledge as well. Like, because you don't know anything about the films, Oscar, right? So we could do like a react thingy to like any stuff together. We could do like something like that. And that would be so good, right? Because you would have parks knowledge and then I could fill you in on all the film stuff because, you know, that's where you lack. And drag me. Oscar, I'm sorry, sweetie. There's a lot of things I don't know that you have expertise in. You are our resident graphic designer, but I have the film knowledge. Podcast style, yes, that would be so fun. I would love that. I'm so down for that. I'm so down for that. If I haven't dragged you too much, Oscar, that you're like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing this anymore. You have Disney, yeah, okay, that's fair. You do have Disney Plus, so like you've got a chance to catch up. I don't think I heard exactly what you have and haven't watched. Obviously, in preparation, you need to make sure you've watched Sleeping Beauty and Peter Pan. You need to make sure you've watched them. I don't know if you've seen them. The little dragon popping out behind my head. What? Where? Wait, where was the dragon? Where's the dragon? I'm so confused. What? What dragon? Oh, because of in the background here. Oh my god. I was so confused. I was so confused. You'll end up watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I love that. I love that. That's brilliant. That's so funny. Yeah, Oscar probably would get distracted by that. What if Mr. Star and you are live? Exactly. You have to two-tab us. You have to two-tab. Milo and Keita were the most obvious and needed characters. And Alice had her place in Storybook Vale, but so glad they introduced her in her own. You know what, Marius? I agree. I think her update was really good. I have nothing but praise for this last update. I think it's been exceptional. It has been really good. And I feel like some of their updates have been a bit pants, if I'm honest. Some of them were not good. But I feel like the Alice update was really solid. I feel like they did amazing things with it. I do think this new Parks Fest is a bit weird. I watched Mr. Star's video and I know they have resolved it because they've mailed us. But the fact that like we're dependent on getting that squirrel photo like is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm glad that they found a workaround by sending us the stuff in the mail. But yeah, when I watched his video on that, I was like, oof, oof, big oof. Hold on. I need to catch up on the whole Lion King era. Lion King is so good. Love this last update. Okay, right, yeah. The clothing is a bit of an issue. I do have it filmed. I'm in the process of editing it. It's partially edited in DaVinci actually right now. So let me bring this up because I had the video where I talk about it's next star path. Oh wait, no, I don't have it in here because we don't have the items. Okay, I tell a lie, I didn't have it in there. But yeah, definitely we were lacking a lot of the clothing that they said we were gonna get. They said we were gonna be able to dress like Greek gods and stuff, and all we got was that one Hades outfit. That was pathetic. That was pathetic. I ordered Mike about 40 minutes ago and was for pickup in 10 minutes. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Oscar, get gone. Get gone. I'm pretty meh about the buckets. Yeah, I mean, I like the buckets and I think they have a use, but I do think this whole event, they've just messed it up for some reason. Yeah, it does feel a bit overwhelming. You know, it's a DDV event when there's a bug. Yeah, literally. I didn't have a game laptop with Wi-Fi. I would have had to drag it to work. Speaking of food, what do I want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I'm always down for pasta. Pasta's like one of my favorites. This was their chance to give us such whimsy. I agree, actually. I do agree. I think their clothing is really lacking. I think that's something that they need to improve on. That there's so much clothing that they just don't seem to bring us. Like, even basics. Homemade burgers. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Yeah, they've made his looks into a bucket, so I think it's likely we could get him. Right, so we talked about Lawkeeper's bad. We know that Maleficent is taken by Lawkeeper. Aurora's investigations all point to the Lawkeeper. Answers to stopping dark magic in the underworld, which we looked at. We talked about Peter and the basics. Okay, Peter Pan's home. I hope he comes with Hangman's Tree. I hope he's not fully tied to Skull Rock, because I hate when characters are stuck in like one fixed location. That really annoys me. Nana is the first dog in the premium shop. We talked about that earlier. Okay, clothing options. A Wendy outfit, since we already have Peter Pan and we do have some Tinkerbell style outfits. I think Wendy, her like night dress is a good option. I also think Hook's outfit would be a good option that we might get. And then I also put this in as a bit of a wild card, but Michael's teddy bear that he carries around, we could get that as like a handheld accessory. So we did have the kind of bunny fox accessory come in during the Easter season. So I could definitely see us getting just like a little teddy bear handhold. I think that could be likely. I did also put like Mary's outfit, which is Wendy's mum, or the mum of the darlings. Just because it's quite pretty. I quite like her dress. I think it's quite cute. And then I've also put some kind of mermaid aesthetics. I'm not sure they can achieve a proper mermaid tail, but I would like to see some more mermaid kind of looks and aesthetics. So that's what I put for clothing options. I would love beachwear with swimsuits. I agree, Marius. Yeah, even the curves are non-existent. Agreed. I would like some kind of more swimwear type stuff. We have the scuba gear, but it's not quite it. It's not quite the vibe. Let me have a look. Homemade cookies. What? Ooh, yummy. I'd like to see some of the things exclusive to the DLC come to base game, like extra mythic. Yeah, I agree. I must admit, when I did the snap on my husband's account, I felt like I was kind of stuck. If it wasn't for the Monsters Inc. update and having like those extra kind of like skin colors and stuff like that to mix with the wings, I feel like that mythological challenge was incredibly hard. Yeah, the horrible dead in the eyes bunny. I don't like that, but that did make me think the possibility for getting like cuddly toy handheld accessories could come. I'm hoping with Aurora she comes in her Briar Rose outfit. I don't think she is. I think she's coming in pink. So I've put down here, she'll arrive in her pink dress. She's shown in the pink dress in the memories, so it's unlikely she would suddenly arrive in blue, which is how I want her to come. But I put, however, I hope her level 10 reward would be a skin for her like Jack had, and it will be the blue dress. And then we have the possibility for a Briar Rose skin in the premium store, since we do have a Rapunzel skin. So we know they're not adverse to putting premium shop skins in the store, so I think it's very likely we could get alternate skins for Aurora. But when we actually go to I think I need to come into Lawkeeper Tales. I think in memories I don't think we see, like, we see her crown. I suspect we'll get her crown. We see a visual of her, but I don't think we actually see any of the images. I think it's in the Lawkeeper Tales. So here, Aurora and the Teapot Falls, everything's done in pink. So we got like pink on the shovel, we got pink on the book, pink on the book again, and then we have Aurora and the Sacred Spring. Oh my gosh, I just realized you guys can't see this. I'm the worst. Okay, hold on. Okay, pink on the book, pink on the shovel, and again on the other side, if I can extend. Oh my gosh, I keep not hitting the button properly. Okay, and pink on the book here. And then on the Aurora and the Sacred Spring one, we have her hand here and we see the pink. And then we also have, if we go back here, we see her foot and her dress. So I feel like she's coming in pink. They've already pictured her in pink. It would be so weird to have her in an outfit that they haven't showed her in. Like, I have a feeling pink is what she's coming in. And I would like it if her level 10, because I think she's coming in the pink dress, I would like it if her level 10 gave her the blue dress as an option. Because I'm going to be devastated. Because to me, Aurora's dress is blue. I hate that all the princess marketing has her in pink. because she's in pink for like a few seconds in the film. She's actually in the film in blue. That is her dress. Her dress is blue. That's what she's seen primarily in. You know, when she's all like in a deep sleep, she's in blue. There's no reason like why she shouldn't have blue merchandise. So I would personally like to have that option as free. I don't want to have to pay for her blue skin. But I do think the pink is how she's coming. Even though I don't think she's even wore it properly, but I want a mixed dress. A mixed dress could be fun. It changes pink to blue. I like that. That would be fun. I was so surprised to see Prince Philip, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather as potential future characters. I have a feeling they're coming. I kind of have in my head there's certain main game characters that I think are guaranteed to come without even needing kind of like a survey. It's just how long in the future. To be honest, I really want Prince Philip. I really do. I hate not having the love interests together. It really bothers me. Not having them together. I feel like we're ruining happily ever after. Yeah, I agree. Weasley is our king. I think Rapunzel's dream style was definitely a reaction to test the waters, to see what they could do. Blue would be easy for devs, then Briar Rose as a dream style. Yeah, I agree, Spartan Pots. Funny fact as to why Aurora is associated with pink is to... Yeah, it's to avoid confusion with Cinderella, but it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Couples should always... I agree. I want my couples together. I hate not having them together. It, like, literally, like... our world is full of broken hearts. Yeah, give us Shang. And give us shirtless Shang specifically. I need a topless Shang in my life. I want a furniture piece that's a pink, blue, and green. Oh, yeah, that would be so good. Actually, talking about things like that. Okay, let me bring up this. So, where is it? Hold on. We need to go through some of the premium shop items. So, down here, I put pixie dust, an alternative to the fireflies, but a similar effect. So, I thought we could get, like, kind of like the fireflies but reworked into pixie dust, so it might have a slightly different animation feel to it and stuff, but I definitely think that would be fun. But a furniture piece that's a pink, blue, and green light kind of effect would also be fun. I think that'd be so good. I agree, Sable King. If they just keep Cinderella dresses silver. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Color changing couch. Oh my gosh, I love that. Color changing fireflies. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Naveen. We need Naveen. Does Phoebus know about you? Crush on... I mean, Phoebus sees that I play Love and Deep Space every day. Every day. I think he's used to my animated infatuation. Thank you so much for being here, Decorista. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for the lurk, Crest. I assume you're going to start streaming soon, so I need to rush through this. Quick, we need to go through this. Okay, so we talked about the outfits. For furniture, I suspect we'll get a new whale skin. I was trying to decide what it might look like aesthetically, and I wondered if we would get something to tie in with mermaids and pirates, so perhaps some kind of beachy look, perhaps some kind of like shell type things on it as decor. I think that could be a thing. I did also, sorry, my throat is gone, a child's playroom set. So a bit like the Bonnie set that we got in the premium shop, but instead it would be based on the furniture we see in Peter Pan. So we do see the kind of like dressers, we see the toy chests and things like that. I think that would be fun to have as well. I did put Mermaid Lagoon waterfall pond item. So I think, you know, like a bit like how we have the kind of like the frozen pond and stuff like that. I think we could see something like that, but just with a bit more of a Mermaid Lagoon type aesthetics. The whale skins are mind-blowing nowadays. I want one for every IP. I feel like we're going to get whale skins on the regular now. Whale skins and goofy skins, I think, are just going to be in the rotation. I don't know if this is a flex or me being weird. I cannot crush on animated characters now that I'm married. Feels like cheating. I mean, I understand that. I understand that. I think it's because I don't actually see the crushes as real. It's just like, oh, this guy's hot kind of thing. I don't crush in the same way that I fancy and love and adore my husband. I think for me, objectively, I think you can find people attractive. I think looks is just a thing. It doesn't mean, because you think someone has good looks doesn't necessarily mean there's an attraction. Does that make sense? So I think, like, obviously I play my lads game and it's like, it's an Atomi game and stuff like that. But I don't realistically think about like marrying these men or anything like that. It's just objectively, I'm kind of like, these are attractive men and they say attractive things. But I understand that. I do understand that. I do understand that. I do understand. I'm just saying, like, that's kind of my thoughts in my head, is that I don't feel attracted to these animated men the same way I do my real man. I'm back. Who's hot? Topless Shang, that's how we got started, was to talk about, because I said that I want Shang, but specifically topless Shang. We need a shirtless Shang. That's what we need. So yeah, I agree, Cole. Yeah, it's an anime character. It's not a serious kind of thing. So even though I play my little lads game with the men and the dating in there and stuff like that, I don't actually, like, I'm not sat there thinking, I hope one day he knocks on my door. Like, it's not happening. But yeah, we were talking about Shang hotness. At least all the Disney men are adults. I mean, this is the thing, okay? The ladies are apparently young, but visually, I don't know if it's just me, but like, when I look at them, they don't look childlike. Like, look, Cinderella's got a bust shape here. I mean, I know you can get boobs at a young age. I'm well aware. I'm well aware. As someone who had boobs from a young age, I'm well aware. But they visually look like women. They visually look like women. So I think that's why it's never felt weird to me. Because in my head, they're not young. I know it doesn't make sense because they talk about ages, like specifically with Sleeping Beauty, but she looks like a grown-ass woman. There's no way you're telling me this is a child, because it's not. It's not. Like, I just can't see it. So I think that's where it comes from. Like Moana looks childlike. She looks young. Jasmine does not look like a child. So I think that's where I kind of overlook it. And yeah, I do agree, Arcane Wanderer. When those movies were made, women were seen as women much younger. I mean, my wife loved half of the Avengers. I don't mind. I also love the X-Men. I mean, I'm a bit of a nerd, so I go, like, I used to go to Comic-Con, like, I have met people that I find typically quite attractive and stuff like that, and that nerdy stuff, and yeah, but I don't realistically, I literally call my fave K-pop male singer my husband. Do you know, it's kind of funny, like, when I first kind of, like, I say met Phoebus, I didn't meet him, I knew him online. We were playing a game of Among Us, and we both wanted, like, the same kind of, like, accessories and stuff. So I declared him my German husband, just because we were, like, matchy kind of thing. And, yeah, it's quite funny how he actually ended up being my German husband. I kind of like that. It's kind of cute. Let me have a look. Of course, Oscar came back in time for the hot men. Literally. Hold on. It's just at the time of the appearance for the older Disney movies. Yeah. I've always thought that about that picture. Wait, which picture? Wait, I'm getting confused. Yeah, I think they did model them a lot after the voice actresses as well. Yeah. Yeah, Jasmine like 15. She is not 15. You look at her, she doesn't look 15. Sorry, my belly just rumbled. Also, I don't know what this says, but I looked more like that body style at 15. Really? I mean, maybe I did a bit more in a way because I was slimmer. But I definitely don't think, visually to me, they don't look... Like, when I think of how I looked as a teenager, I did not look like... I mean, not that I'm that pretty anyway, but I was not like... I did not have the aesthetics of a Disney princess, if that makes sense. I don't feel like I look like that. Are you hungry? Do you want me to send you a photo of my kebab in your Discord? Oh my gosh. Send me a photo of the kebab because I want to see it because I love seeing food. Food is a joy. But my husband should bring me food at some point. He should. He should. I don't know. Hold on, I'm just going to bring it up here. He's not... Oh yeah, he said I'll leave in... He said we'll leave in like 20 minutes and he said that about 15 minutes ago. He might be home soon. Yes. Okay, so I need to quickly go through this. Okay, pixie dust, we spoke about that. Potentially alternative to fireflies. We spoke about the Mermaid Lagoon pond item. I said another pirate bundle because we do have the Pirates of the Caribbean one, but I wondered if we might get some bundle with like some pirate flags. Perhaps there's like some cannons that fire cannonballs and that could give a visual effect, like an explosion. And then some of the furniture from Captain Hook's cabin. So he like sits on a chair and stuff like that when he gets like ill or whatever, he's from the water or something. So I wondered if we could get that. I also put, could the previous surfboards that were due to come arrive? So ages ago, there was supposed to be some surfboards. There were different colors of the surfboard. So in game, we do have the glider. Hold on. Let me just bring this up. Gliders. So we have the island surf glider and they had different variations of this. So I wonder if we could get those turn up as more of a beachy thing, because like obviously they made them originally I think for the premium shop, so I could definitely see us getting them come in for like the summer vibes of the this for like a premium shop. I also put Zarina pirate fairy skin, so this is because we had Queen Clarion. And I think obviously Zarina becoming a pirate fairy. For those that don't know, this is Tinkerbell movie stuff. So Zarina is a pirate fairy. So she has a pirate fairy look. I would show you the images, but this is what I meant. I didn't get any footage and stuff. But yeah, she's a pirate fairy. So maybe we could see her skin come in as a pirate fairy outfit. And that would be something that ties into pirates, but also a bit Peter Pan-esque because it's kind of tied to Tinkerbell. Animation has creative license not to be anatomically correct. Wait, what? Wait, what? I was so confused. Yeah, Mimi, yeah, the Pirate Fairy movie is so good. It also had Tom Hiddleston did the voice of the guy in it, the pirate dude. Which I like, because I like Tom Hiddleston. The Little Mermaid VHS drama, yeah, all the just phallic shapes. That was the same with the priest guy when he's like marrying them. He has like a boner. Hold on, I'm almost 30. I'm from the days of wearing tank tops over t-shirts and bell bottoms. Definitely not a princess. I am over 30, so yes. I understand. Yeah, Aurora and her mother literally look like sisters, literally. Literally. Oh, I definitely recommend watching the Tinkerbell movies. They are really good. They are really, really good. Hold on, I'm so lost. That was an excellent way of wording that. The Peter Pan live action. I haven't watched that actually. I haven't watched that. I need to. Are we 22? Wait, did we? Where did we get with all the likes? We're on 77 likes. You guys smashed the 75 like goal. You guys are incredible. Also, Jack Sparrow or Will Turner outfit or even Davy Jones. That's what I'd put as well, because that would tie in with Pirates. I think that is a huge likelihood in terms of an outfit coming to the premium shop. Yeah, we absolutely smashed another goal, which is fantastic. I love you all. I'm hoping that's my husband. I feel like I heard a noise. So Aurora, I haven't done a lot about Aurora. Aurora's still needed like scripting. I put two options for her house, a castle or the Briar Rose Cottage. I personally hope for her castle. She's a princess. She deserves to live in a castle. What they did to Jasmine, they did her dirty, giving her the salt and pepper shaker. The salt and pepper shaker was not it. So I hope she gets her castle. And I hope her cottage is left for the free fairies. When they come in, I think they should come in with the Briar Rose Cottage. That's my hot take. Also, thank you for being here. I love Heechul. I really appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, Davy Jones' outfit would be so cool. Yeah, Merida doesn't have a castle, which I think is terrible. An absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Yeah, salt and pepper shake. Where did that come from? Kira? Was Kira the first one who did that? I can't remember. I think it was, but it's so good. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the two critters. So there's an extra Pegasus and Dragon, and I suspect when we go under the veil to the Underrealms, there's going to be a mini area for both Mythopia and Ever After, and the creatures will be in their relevant spaces to befriend. That's what I suspect for that. Aurora friendship rewards the thrones from her movie, her jewelry, the crown and necklace. For Maleficent, I've put her staff. I think that could be cool. I would say like her headpiece, but we kind of have like some form of Maleficent horns, so I'm not sure like if we would get that. Oh, Jay said it in Kira's stream. Okay, that makes sense. So it did kind of come from Kira's stream then. Yeah, the black, it's a black Pegasus, and is it a teal dragon or is it a black dragon? I forget. I'm sure someone can correct me from the leakers what color the dragon was. Was it teal? But yeah, I think those are going to be in like the things. I want another owl. I do agree. It's a bit weird that the owl is shortchanged. I do find that odd. RJ, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so. Teal Dragon, Black Pegasus, thank you you guys. Yeah, it was in the leaks ages ago. It came down. I think when they first found the files and stuff like that, I think Hales shared it. Well, it's not a leak for new Veil critters because they were in the files from the beginning. So in the beginning, there were files for a Teal Dragon and a Black Pegasus, but we never got them. So my assumption is they're coming this update and they're going to come in the Underrealm, whatever that consists of, I think. If it weren't for the fact that I'd have to go scrolling through loads of leak stuff and I don't want to like share people's names without permission, I would bring it up. But I don't know how far back into the leaks I have to go. I always see you around Oscar's streams, so thought I'd pop in to say hello. Well, welcome in. It's great to have you here. See, I told you, Oscar, I'm stealing your audience. Also, that's a joke, just because you've probably, I don't know how long you've been here for. It's a joke from earlier. It's a joke from earlier, but thank you very much. Thank you very much. I said we'll get a black dragon. Yeah, if the dragon is teal, we're not getting the black dragon. It's a black Pegasus. I think that's mostly what I have down then for my predictions that I haven't gone through. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. I think we've covered a lot of stuff, gang. So, very, very exciting stuff. I was here before I joined the spreading community at Oscar's Corner. I love that, Flame G. See, I shared my community with Oscar, he shares back. We're like a loving family. We're a joint family. We're combined now. We got free, we got new pets in the, yeah, we did get new pets in Eternity Isle. I mean, it's possible, it is possible that they could add in an owl that just wasn't ready for the files at that point. It could happen, it could happen. It wouldn't be kind of like odd, but yeah. Yeah, is thingy, I think I covered everything. If anyone wants to talk theory stuff about what I discussed, feel free to talk about it in Discord, because I would absolutely love to talk about it some more, because I love theory stuff and everything like that. So it'd be cool if Lawkeeper put a spell on the veil, putting everyone to sleep, but that would be fun. That would be fun. I do think, okay, here's a question for you before we disappear. Do we think the Lawkeeper will still be around after the end of Eternity Isle? Or will she be gone when we wrap up the story? I'm curious. Why don't we talk about the child pool floaties? Okay, right. I found a photo. I was looking for pool floaties and it's tied to my video that I did earlier, the pirates one. Hold on. Let me, let me just bring this up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, a Cress's life. Thank goodness we can go. Oh my gosh, Oscar's got a video up. I need to watch that too. Let's go in here. Oh my gosh, ads, go away. Why is there AI ads? Oh, that's kind of gross. Where did I put it? Okay, here. Right, this. Pull it over, can you see it? Oh no, that's the wrong thing. This. This here, right? Okay. This. I was searching for photos of like pool floaties, and then that's when in the search of the pool floaties was the very adult looking pool floaty that said children's floaty, even though it's not. Even though it's not. Gone replaced with the new villain from the next expansion. I think she'll have to be around for the puzzles. Good point, Brain Seer. Good point. I think she'll stick around. I think, yeah, I think we're gonna probably mend the Lawkeeper, so to speak, or just fix things a bit. You don't have to talk about it. Okay, I'm too late now. I talked about it. I think we'll get a fern chime. So I think she'll stay where she is. I think she'd stay where she is. And something you'd find, it was literally something for a bachelorette. Yeah, this ice cream one looks fun. I like this. It's kind of cute. I like the bird ones. They're always fun. Oh, what do I think the next royal tool will be? Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. I would like a magic wand of sorts, something like that. Some kind of wand or staff. Something like that. A wand staff thing. Will we ever get a skin for the new royal tool? I think they should. I think, oh my gosh, what a travesty. My husband's only just at Donald's. Sorry. I would like it. It does bug me insanely that they haven't done tool skins for the new thing. I don't understand why. I don't know. I mean, I guess they don't want to do the effort, but yeah. Yes, definitely grind your mist folks and stuff like that. Oh, grind your storybook magic, by the way. I've got to do the video on tips to prep for the update, but that doesn't have to come immediately. That can come in about another week or so. Yeah, they really need to go back and include, they just need to gift it to people. What are we going to do? Learn Lumos on the wand? I mean, maybe something like that. I'm thinking tool-wise, what else could there be? I mean, a musical tool might be nice if we somehow use some kind of musical device to do stuff. But kind of having a musical device might be fun, like a flute thing or something. We can become the Eric of the Valley. I don't know. What do you think, Brainseer? What do you think? Here's my theory. At the end of Skull Rock, we'll get a cutscene for the next acting base game and a cutscene for the next DLC. I definitely think we'll get a cutscene for the next DLC. I think this Peter Pan update is wrapping up the base game. I think that's their way of finalising it. Because I think all future content is DLC. They'll still do the realms, by the way. I just want to express that. They'll still do realm things and perhaps villagers that spawn in the valley. But I don't think they have a main overarching story to continue with the base game. I just don't think they know what to do. Do you have a beginner tips video? What, for Disney? I think I did one. But if not, I could definitely do one. I could definitely do one if I haven't done one. I don't know if I have. I'm like, have I done one? I might have done one at one point. I just don't know if I've done one recently. I can have a look. I think a music theme DLC would be so good, actually. And that having a music-based tool would be so fun. Aloha Mora. The best story, the one with the Forgotten the Quest creator, is amazing. They should continue to use them. Yes, we are going to raid Crest. That's my plan, is to raid Crest. That's why I wanted to make sure I finished at around half 7 my time, so I could raid Crest. How would they do that? I love music. I don't know how they could necessarily do it. I mean, it's hard to think how they would put into words. I mean, with the music thing, they would just need to have us, like, if we had like a flute thing, we could pull that out and it'd just like make a whistle or something like that. And then it could do things like destroy things, break way, maybe sound waves come out and break things. I don't know. I do like your one theory, but I think we'll be able to determine what it'll be. Yeah, once we get the roadmap, I think it will be easier to determine. Hi, Jessie Cat. No worries. We're about to raid over to Cress anyway, but thank you for popping in. I do appreciate it. No worries, Weezy. I had to raid Cress. I had to. Yeah, Ocarina of Time minigame, rhythm minigame. That would be fun. I would like that, actually. I think that'd be really good. I think that'd be a really creative introduction. Okay, I think that's about it then. I think I'll set up for my raid over to Crest. So I'm gonna go on to stream ending for now, guys, just so I can set that up. But thank you all for being here. I do really, really appreciate it. Obviously, when we go to Crest, let's send a lot of love, you know, let's send a lot of hype and things like that. Here we go. There she is. Okay, just send all the love, put hashtag TannyRaid or something like that. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for theorizing with me. Obviously, of course, please feel free to discuss more in my Discord. I'm obsessed with theorizing, so I'd love to chat with you more about things. But it's been such a fun stream. So thank you, Angel of Thursday. Thank you, Ren. Thank you, Weasley as our king. Thank you, Mimi. It's great to see you. I'll message you. I'll message you. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Marius, Flame G, Jessica, Keto, everyone else. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next one.